So I appealed my termination, and they stretched it out conveniently all school year, so I would never get back in the classroom. And during that time, they tried to put gag orders on me and tell me I can't talk to people. They closed all the proceedings to the public. They were hiding transcripts. They pulled every trick in the book. And then finally, when our trial came, I had T. Colin Campbell, who wrote the China study, come and testify in my behalf that yes, children will live 10 to 12 years longer on a vegan diet. And even with that testimony, they disregarded it all, and they ruled against me. They closed the proceedings to the public, so I made the transcripts the second half of my book, and it reads like a screenplay. I beat these people at their own game. They want to make it all about me, but I was asking all the right questions about them, the meat recalls and the children living shorter lives and the host of diseases, and they ignored it all. So I made the proceedings into a book, and so everyone would know. Peep show for children only. Well, in the process of this, I thought the children should know too. So I met them at a McDonald's online. I said, let's meet at a McDonald's, and we met there after school. I passed out my book to all of them. The police went door to door and confiscated their books. They didn't want the children to know what had happened to them, about them. And somehow those books ended up in hands of the Board of Education, people with doctorate degrees, lawyers, and these people take those books and they have a book burning at a big celebration. They closed off the cul-de-sac where two of the members live, and they had a block party, and they had a keg of beer, and they roasted a pig in my name. This is just bizarre behavior to think that these things are going on in this day and age. Where all of this happened was in Wisconsin in the Midwest, and out there no one knows what a vegan is, and so it's viewed as dangerous and subversive, and they don't want people to know, because as soon as you start talking about these things, they try and shut you up. I've been beaten up, threatened, had all kinds of problems everywhere I go talking about these ideas in the Midwest. Yet I come out to California and people have open minds and open hearts, and it's no problem. So there's different parts of the country that have really different beliefs, heavy hunting, fishing communities, deep in the meat and dairy industries, especially Wisconsin. That was probably the most explosive place to do something like what I did. So I knew I was losing my job, but I was smart enough to look into the future and see what an important thing it would be to do. And if I don't do it, who's going to do it? If I want to be the change I want to see in the world, then I have to start standing up for the things that I think are important that other people should be standing up for. So that's kind of what I try to do with my activism to this day. And I've been activist now for 4 years, and try and do nonviolent creative activism that really gets people talking. And somehow I've inherited this trait from my dad. He used to get everyone mad. He would piss people off everywhere he goes, and I was like him, and I hated that part of me that was like my dad. It seemed like I was never real popular, always a loner, and getting people angry. But then when I found out I have this gift of getting people angry and combine it with animal rights, with a noble cause, it's pretty cool. So I somehow get people talking, and that's exactly what we need to do, shake people from their complacency so they can examine their own lives instead of pointing the finger at others.